3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Hi, I'm Sam Burrows. I'm the sales director here at Bristol Beer Factory. We got involved with Talk Club via Craig at Workout Gym next door to the brewery. He came to me and said, there's a gentleman here doing some work with mental health fitness, and they're looking for a venue to host some of their the first ever Talk Club meeting. I was initially quite sceptical, wanting to use a place which serves alcohol as a place to hold meetings for mental health and the obvious links. But after sort of speaking to Ben and the guys there at Talk Club, kind of reassured me that we needed venues that made people feel comfortable and they would have the confidence to walk in and to come to one of the meetings, which is probably one of the hardest parts about it. Ben and his team came to me and said, we want to do an AF beer. If you'd asked me 2 years ago if we'd ever do an alcoholic-free beer, I would have been no would have been the answer. But they kept pushing me on it. I started pushing Tristan, our head brewer, on it. So how do we go about doing it? You know, I think we did 4 brews in the end before we felt like we got to a product which we wanted to be as good as any of our competition, if not better. We are taking 5% of the total sales of the beer, returning those monies back into the Talk Club group to help them sustain and grow their Talk Club movement. The flavour notes of Clear Head are Mosaic and Citra, 2 big American hops. Citra's a very, name says on the tin, it's lovely and citrusy and soft. And Mosaic is sort of stone fruits and bubble gum. We also added some lactose into it, which gives it a bit of body, because low alcohol beers tend to be quite thin. So we wanted a full, flavoursome, alcohol-free beer that was a standout in the market. I think what we're so pleased with Clearhead is that if you try it, you just don't think you're drinking an alcohol-free beer. The profile of the hops comes through beautifully, it's soft. The whole premise behind the beer is a beer that does good. You can be out with friends, drinking with it and feel like you're drinking beer, but having the benefits of no hangover and a clear head.
My name is Ben Akers. I'm one of the co-founders of Talk Club. Talk Club is a mental fitness movement, is the quickest way of describing it. It came out of a film that I made, basically, a film called Steve, which was sparked by the suicide of my childhood best friend. But what we needed to do was we needed to create a positive legacy, if you like, after the film, because we didn't want to just sort of go, here's a film about how you should be looking after yourself better. Well, we wanted to leave people with something. Feelings are a language that most blokes don't speak. It might as well be Latin. So what we found is, if you use how are you out of 10, automatically everyone's got a response to that. I'm a 5 or I'm an 8. And if someone is a 2 or a 3 and they need to talk, that is the moment of opening up. And the reason why it is men is because 76% of suicides are male. And statistically, the thing most likely to kill me is me. When it comes to the pandemic, the way that we changed was that we still can do physical meetups because we're support groups, but a lot of people, and rightly so, feel uncomfortable with that, and it's about having space. But what we've got virtual talk clubs almost every night for all around the country. We've got like 51 groups now around the world. The idea is to just keep building this community and just keep on supporting men whichever way we can. One of the reasons why we came to Bristol Beer Factory and said about it is because they've got such a good credentials, and they create amazing IPAs, and you taste it and you think you're having a proper beer. Someone even said to me, "Are you sure it's not beer?" And I was like questioning the 0.5% of it. It's like, is that alcohol free? The way you can get involved is by go to wetalkclub.com, and you can join the main Facebook group on that, and we've got like 1,500 men on there, and you start posting. You just sort of or you just read. You just read what other men are feeling. If you want to go one stage further, or you want to join a local group, then you can join a local page on that group, or you can go and find a talk club that's happening that night, and you can join a virtual one.